Hello everybody. I'm going to be making a video that explains next week's assignments, and this video is going to be for two of my courses, English 101 and First Year Experience. We're working on similar things. Okay, so first I'll start off with First Year Experience. You know the usual drill, how to access the course by now. We will be focusing on, this is for both classes, this assignment called From Major to Career. And what we're doing is we're going to be doing some research online about your majors or potential majors and looking at potential careers. So the first thing that you need to do before actually starting this is, as I've indicated in my emails and announcements and objectives, is that you need to do the discussion board first. Okay, from major to career, hard and soft skills. This is the first thing that needs to be done. And there are three sources that you should look at or watch before you tackle the discussion board. Okay. So by now you probably know that you can just click on the link and it opens in a new tab. And talking about hard skills versus soft skills, you can watch the video and then you can look at the examples of hard skills versus soft skills, and you can then just skim and scan um, these extended definitions. Then do the discussion board here. Okay, once you've done that, you can go back to the actual assignment. Now, as a reminder, when you go to submit your paper, it has to be Microsoft Word document only. Okay, nothing else. And you're going to actually submit it in Blackboard. Please do not send by email. Okay, to submit the paper, click on From Major to Career. You'll come in here and you can see all the details again. But what you want to make sure you do is do not write the text submission. Do not write the text submission. I'm still getting people who are doing that, so please do not write the text submission. Write it on Microsoft Word only, not Google Docs, not Pages, nothing. Strictly Word. And then after you've written it, click Browse My Computer. And then you can, you can go up to where you keep your files. Right? Doesn't really matter where. You can just find any file you want. Click on the file name, and then click Open, and then click Submit. Okay. I'm not going to do this now because I don't think he wants me submitting his homework for him. Okay. So let's take a look at the criteria for this activity. The top part is pretty much self-explanatory, and I won't bore you with all those details. Let's look down at the actual content. Okay, and then follow these prompts exactly as they are presented and respond to each prompt or question. Okay, um, and just keep the same paragraphs as I've laid them out. Okay, um, it's okay to get creative, but just for time wise, if you just follow exactly everything as I've written it and presented it, it'll go much faster for you, and you'll get a much better result. Okay, if you're going to veer off too much, um, at least let me know so we can kind of talk about it. So I can give you some pointers to try to help you to change the paper in a way that's actually going to benefit you. But just for time commitment wise, I think the fastest thing to do is just follow it exactly as I've laid it out. Okay. Um, Answer the questions as they've been laid out. I want to teach you how to use the Occupational Outlook Handbook. That's really the first major thing that might be new to some of you, especially if you weren't able to come to the WebEx classes. So you're going to click on this again and open up in a new tab. And this is called the Occupational Outlook Handbook. It is put out by the U.S. government, and it looks at thousands of occupations in the United States and predicts what the outlook or what the future holds for them. So let's just start with something, um, any type of job. We can say registered nurse. I have a lot of students who are thinking about being registered nurses. So we type in here, we click go. Then usually the result is the first one, usually. But you can scroll through the list if you want to, but usually it's the first one. And this is the information that they provide. First of all, they provide the median pay of somebody who has been, of nurses who have been working about 7 to 10 years. So kind of a mid-career type of, early mid-career nurse. Here's the salary. This is the entry-level education, meaning this is the minimum that you need to do this job, is a bachelor's degree. And then they say work experience or related occupation. They say none here. The job training, none, but we all know that there's always crossover. Just officially, there's none. In 2019, there were 3,096,700 nurses nationwide. The job outlook for 2019 to 29 is that it would increase about 7%, which is faster than average for other jobs, and that the employment change there'd be plus 221,900 nurses needed in the U.S. between 2019 and 2029. However, because of COVID-19, we know that those numbers are probably low. This is the core information. Now let's talk about looking at some of the tabs. What they do. You can look down here, but that's not going to give you anywhere near enough information. You want to look what they do on this tab here. And this is where you're going to find the answers to the next set of questions, which are here, which is what are the hard skills and the soft skills? That's going to be on this page here, what they do. Duties, right? And as you read through that, right, you'll be able to determine what's a hard skill, what's a soft skill. The work environment, how to become one, pay. This is the one that everyone seems to really want to know a lot about. So if you look here in the pay tab, basically, if you think about all occupations in the United States, the average salary in the United States in May 2019 was $39,810. That's a median salary. Not necessarily the average, but the median. Registered nurses make around $73,300. That's the median for registered nurses. And then healthcare, people in general, doctors, nurses, all this type of healthcare, the average or the median is $82,380. Okay. So if we go back and we look here at the assignment again, you've got paragraph 1 is why you want to do this major. Paragraph 2 is what real world experience do you have and who do you know? Or if you don't know anyone, why are you choosing this potential career? Paragraph 3, we're looking at hard skills. Paragraph 4, we're looking at soft skills. And that's all from this information here. Paragraph 5 asks you to look at the current number of professionals and anticipate needed in the next decade. So you're back out here again. Whoops. Sorry. You're back here. And then job outlook. And we can see that before the pandemic, they expected the economy or jobs to expand about 4% nationwide. Registered nurses would be about 7% nationwide in the next 10 years, an increase, and then all healthcare would be 10%. But this is again before the virus, so these numbers are probably off. This is probably lower. All occupations may not be growing. As a matter of fact, we're kind of in a contraction right now. Registered nurses are probably going to grow, and healthcare is probably going to grow. Okay. The next thing to do is, again, answering these questions, is using Indeed.com's salary search and comparison function, checking out salaries. So you're going to go to Indeed.com, and again, you can open the link in a new tab. And then you're going to do salary comparisons. So what you'll do is you'll type in registered nurses, click search, and then let me go back here a second. Sorry about that, guys. Registered nurse. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. You want to make sure it's capitalized. And then you can go look at the salary tab. Okay. Well, but these tabs are going across here. I guess I'll show you a little bit. The overview one is what does a registered nurse do? And again, hard and soft skills. Okay. You can look at the how much does a registered nurse make in the United States? And we see that the base salary is around $65,896 for a nurse with experience, and that's September 22, 2020. So this is just a few days ago, so that's pretty much up to date. And then overtime is around $11,250 a year. And then these are the benefits. And then you can then go to up to the top here where it says salaries. And you can actually break this down, nationwide, we can see less than 1 year experience, the average is about 59, 55, 56. 3 to 5 years is 67, 6 to 9 years, more than 10 years. And this is in the United States. And these are the best companies to work for in the US as far as nursing goes. Now, some of you may think the United States is too big, and you want to, whoops, sorry, let's go back there again. Some of you may think that the United States is just too big to be looking around, which is true. Sorry. Again. Right? You want to go and just look at Connecticut or wherever you think you might want to live. Right? So we can go Connecticut in general. Oops. We can go Connecticut general. Click search. And then Connecticut in general. As of Monday, the average salary was $83,649, and that's 27% higher than the national average, and there's more overtime. And then looking down at years of experience, an entry-level nurse is like basically 75,600, and then you can see where it goes up to there. And then the top companies for registered nurses in Connecticut are these ones here, and these are the salaries. And then the highest paying cities. Norwich, Stamford, New Haven, Greenwich, Middletown, Norwalk, Bridgeport, and Hartford. Surprising that Norwich is so high. Yeah. So now this information is going to go in, paragraph 6. Okay. Paragraph 7 is combining all the things together that we've been studying. Think about what you know about personality type, learning style preference, multiple intelligence, DISC profile, soft skills, hard skills, academic background, career data. How do you feel about your major and potential career? And then paragraph 8 is what did you learn? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being least confident, 10 being most confident, rate your level of confidence that you are on the right path, why, and what makes you think this way. Or if not, if you're not confident about this, why not? So everybody, this is the assignment. It's exactly the same for both my classes. As I said before, FYE and ENG 101, and it's due Sunday, October 4th. We'll be working on how to write this in both my classes next week on Tuesday. So please do the research for it over the weekend. At least start reading about your potential occupation and gathering your notes. Okay? And if you have any questions, you can always email me or write the questions in the questions and answer discussion board. So thank you all, and have a great weekend, and see you next week.